beer.
You have liver in your beer?
Float my liver in some beer there. You said you're going to root beer float. I'm just going to go right to the float and float my liver in beer.
Just toss it right in, Pete.
Hello, liver. Let me introduce you to my beer. You can float a while. Lovely. Can't wait. So what kind of beer do you have? Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Nice.
Why haven't you sent me a copy of that?
Where's that from?
I don't know, but it looks just like me.
It does. Where did Pete get that?
Where'd you get that, Pete?
Uh-oh.
Is he drunk already?
Pete left.
Well, obviously, you don't watch my videos then.
I know I'm a douche.
All right.
Look
Well,
at that
welcome
shirt.
to the show. We're a minute in.
Yeah, welcome
the show,
to the nominated
That's
YouTuber
right.
of the Month show.
That's
That's
fantastic.
right. We're all excited. We got a nomination.
I'm so
This
excited.
award's been
I
going
got an
on
extra box of tissues ready.
The award's been going on for years.
Yeah.
Pete himself was nominated 4 years ago.
As well he
4
should
years
be.
ago.
Very cool.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and Tom and Lacey from Do You Nerd, they won YouTuber of the Year, I believe, right, Pete? Wasn't it?
They were running the show the year that I got nominated in February of 2019 or something. I had less than 200 subs at the time.
I thought it was apropos that I wore the same shirt that the gentleman had on where he was talking about the nominees. I saw that video. I'm like, wait a minute. He's got my shirt. I had to run to my dresser real quick and find out if maybe he got in my dresser.
You haven't seen my shirt yet then, right?
No, what the hell? That looks just like me.
Oh, I can't wait for a second one, Pete.
I mean,
Wait for him to zoom in. He's not doing it.
how's that? Oh, here, I got you.
Oh,
I can
sorry.
do it. What?
That's
Is that
fantastic.
Is that supposed to look like me or what?
Well, it is Ice Trek 2, The Adventures of Viking Stew.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Wait, Pete, what have you shown that? I've never seen that before.
That was in the video that I put out on Sunday, Ice Trek.
Well, looks like I got some viewing to do later.
Hence, when I told you Sunday morning, I said, Stuart, I never tell you this, but I'm going to put a video out later today that you have to watch. And you listened so well.
And he still didn't watch.
Still,
You know-
oh no.
I have no excuse. I won't even.
I was just sort of wondering, because that come out 4 days ago, and I said, geez, nobody's mentioned the shirt all week, so nobody does.
I apologize. I've been so wrapped up in my basement. I'm a dick. It's the way it goes.
All right, let's see
And
what we
it's in
got
the
here.
store. That's right. It's in my T Public store right now too.
Then I guess
Oh,
I gotta go.
beautiful.
I gotta
Well,
go
no,
get
you
it.
don't. You're gonna get one anyway, but
I should just get it on a mug.
That's fantastic.
you can get it on a mug. You can get it on a
My-
canvas. You
my-
can get it on a
that would
wall.
be- That'd be my mug on a mug.
You can get it on a mask, just like GoGameGo on Amazon.
Bootleg Chinese mask.
What
YouTubers
better
of the
way to
month.
celebrate the nomination than to put your beautiful mug on my T-shirt?
It's beautiful.
Aw.
So we've got Television Gamer. PJ's here.
What's up, PJ?
Junebug's here.
You know, I gotta get that. I'm gonna record that.
Saboteur.
Have that ready when every time PJ's on here, I can hit that.
Metal Torso.
Ah,
Jeff Davis.
metal torso. Love it.
JWD with his vote for GoGameGo shirt. I love
Oh, that's
Nice.
fantastic. Sweet.
it. PJ's voted twice.
Yes.
Were
One
either
for
of
P.
them for GoGameGo?
One for the P and one for the J.
Hey, Miss So's here. You're here early.
Miss So.
Camara's here.
Hello, welcome to.
Thanks, Camara.
Can't see it underneath, but I guess it's too small. But it does say or Pedro underneath it. If you can't vote for GoGameGo, vote for Pedro.
That's fantastic.
No, congrats on the nomination, guys. You know,
Thank you so
well
much.
deserved, and thank you for a great channel in this hangout. And
Yeah, thanks for being a part of it, Lance.
Absolutely.
And anyone who wants to vote, the link is right there in the description. You can click on that. Actually, the names of all the nominees are there, as well as the Real Bit Wars, who's hosting this year, and also there's a link to Mike's Gaming Gala, who nominated us.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's there. If you want to go give subs to everybody.
Kurt's grilling
I'm
on
sure
his
they
deck.
appreciate
We
it.
did that earlier. Well, we didn't grill on your deck, Kurt. We grilled
You
on
grilled
our
first, and then you got out of there before Kurt came. That's like the story of the lady in my apartment who showed up with a steak, raw steak on her plate.
That's right.
I said, "Yeah, are you grilling? Could you throw this on your grill for me?" Wow,
Yeah, because that's what we do here.
it just felt like such a sitcom moment.
Oh, it's totally a
Like,
sitcom
what?
moment.
it is.
Whenever we start our sitcom, that's going to be in it. There'll be some weird twist to why she brought it over. What a relationship. So how does the voting work? Can you only vote? Can you vote once a day? Can you vote?
No, it's once per account. So
Yeah.
when you go to the link in the comment section, you just type in my votes for GoGameGo.
I did that today.
I assume if somebody votes more than twice the same account, that they'll just ignore it.
There
I
you
would
go.
assume.
I got you.
I got you.
I got you, Mom.
Should we play Brian Blissa Coffee Boy's video? He was going to be here tonight, but he couldn't make it. He's busy on Wednesdays now.
Who is?
Blissa Coffee Boy.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, alternate accounts you can do. I just bought Fresca the other day. I hadn't had it in a long while. Living the life. That's Kurt.
Yeah.
Hey, Kurt, I'm out in St. Charles tomorrow. Friday. At the St. Charles Music House, if you can make it out. We'll be there, 8 to midnight. Whoop. This is a Dominion machine situation.
We'll find out, I guess.
We'll find out.
No, well, good luck, guys. Did they say when the voting ends?
I don't know if it's officially July 31st.
Midnight on the 31st.
Is that when
Midnight on the 31st.
Well, it's literally the last day.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay.
Midnight, whatever time they say. I don't know what time. I suppose
I remember-
midnight pass is all different time.
I
All
remember
through the
Blissa
month.
Coffee Boy updating and saying how many votes he was ahead or behind at the time. So I don't know how he knew it. I don't know if the Real Bit Wars, if he posts an ongoing thing.
Well,
or
you can always look at the comments are always there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you got to sit there and count.
Well, you know, like you started, it's like comments on a videos. All they are is the comments, so the votes are always there. Everybody can see the votes and where they came from, and
So I guess the sooner you start counting, the easier it'd be.
I suppose, yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's just about to keep a track of it every day. Usually there's around, there's 400 or 500 votes usually total.
Whew.
I would say.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's cool.
And Real Bit Wars, he's got to do that every month. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the price you pay for being a YouTuber of the year.
That's what happens. And then once whoever becomes the winner of the year, then they take that crown and do all that. So we would love to be for the month.
Ballistic Coffee Boy was actually nominated twice, which is very rare because you can only be nominated once in a year. So he was nominated once last year when his channel was much smaller.
Okay.
And then he snuck in this year. I think he crossed over 1,000 during the voting. So when he was nominated, he was still eligible.
Wow.
So he snuck in twice. I bet you that hasn't happened too often.
Nah, it's probably not. Probably not. Oh, look at that. The ladies, hello.
Hello.
What was this one? Tabulated by the accounting firm of Price Waterhouse.
Is that used to do like the Miss America or voting or something? I remember hearing some accounting firm. They're very proud to announce it, but I was like, aren't you just counting? I mean,
Yeah, right.
you have to be an accountant to do that.
Yeah.
You just
Well, that's better than being counted by was it the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe?
Why? What's wrong with that?
hey, Luke's Awakening's here. I love Luke's his avatar.
I know, right?
That's awesome. That's very cool. All right, so let's show Brian's video.
Yeah,
because I don't want to forget. Because he wanted to be here, but he couldn't, so he was nice enough to send a video. So that's cool.
and anybody who missed it, we'll play it again at the end. You know, like we do.
All right, here we go. This is a pretty long one. So
That's what she said.
You are watching Ballistic Coffee Boy.
Hey guys, Ballistic Coffee Boy here. This message is going out to GoGameGo and all the hosts of GoGameGo, of course. GoGameGo, Jeff, Viking Stu, Lance, and Papa Pete. I just wanted to say it's been an honor being a part of your community. And some of you might not know me. I was nominated for YouTuber of the Month for June. My channel is Ballistic Coffee Boy. I cover mostly Atari, but also cover the Playdate, home arcade, stuff like that. Unboxings, vintage gaming in general too. And a bunch of other stuff, but those are my main things. And I wanted to say, getting to know you guys over the past few months has been incredible. And while I didn't win YouTuber of the Month for June, something really cool happened. The guy that won, Mike's Gaming Gala, who you should also go and subscribe to, as well as me. But he freaking, I mean, first of all, I was devastated I didn't win, just because I wanted to nominate 5 deserving channels, including this one, and as well as Luke's Awakening, a Co-ople of Nerds, DadIsaJoke, and Aries, BrainSlushTV here on YouTube. It was just incredible kind of what happened. So what happened was Mike's Gaming Gala edged me out by like 9 votes and won, and totally deserving. He has a great channel. This is my second time being nominated. I was nominated last summer against the Real Bit Wars, who went on to be the host of the whole year. You know, there's a contest at the end of the year, and that person becomes YouTuber of the Year and hosts this thing for a year. So people like Do You Nerd have won in the past, and great creators like that who are friends of mine too. But so I just wanted to say I didn't win, and I was devastated. But Mike's Gaming Gala emailed me and basically said, you know, hey, I'm glad I won, but I love your channel, and I know we were really close, and I hate it. Because at one point he told me that he was kind of done getting votes, and I was like, I don't know, we're pretty close. So he pushed on. His brother was kind of helping him on his Twitch, and I don't have my page on Twitch or Facebook because I've got family on Facebook, and I'm not really a part of Twitch. I just don't have the time. I work 80 hours a week between school and work, so I'm really, and the channel, I have no time at all. So I do the best I can to get around, but so anyway, so that kind of hurt me, but you know what? The right person won of us two, because what he did, he reached out to me and said, hey, you know, I liked your channel, and I want to nominate your nominations because I saw your short and I saw that you were devastated by that, and he wanted to spread the wealth, and I was just freaking overjoyed. So I can't even tell you. I made a video about this. Feel free to go watch it on my channel if you'd like, for Java Junction episode 4. Called The Joy of YouTube, and basically it's about this, you know, and so I was like floored and was like, are you sure you want to nominate my noms? That's incredible. No one's ever done that, I don't think. So I was shaking, I was almost to tears pretty much, and so he put up my nominations, including GoGameGo, and please check out all the nominees, of course on this channel. If you're watching this and you like what you see here, definitely vote for GoGameGo. I wanted to say that, I mean, I love all the nominees. They're all good friends of mine. And my BFF Luke actually dropped out of the competition because he didn't want to go against his friend Aries. So that left room for another one of my nominees whenever he dropped out. And I don't know who that was. It was one of the 4 that were nominated alongside my Drunk Sibling, I think the other channel is called, that he put up. But so really, if Luke hadn't dropped out, one of my noms would not have made it. So I'm actually very thankful that Luke dropped out for that reason, because it allowed channels like this to be included. So so GoGameGo was at the top of my list, obviously. And I just want to say to Jeff and Viking and Lance and Papa Pete and everyone else involved in this channel, and you know, especially in your live chat show, which I feel is probably the best part of Jeff's page of GoGameGo, because the community here that you guys have created is just amazing. It's unparalleled to me, and everyone is so cool. I love your topics. I love your candor. Viking Stu and I have like the same sense of humor, so I love talking to that guy. He's crazy and I love him. Papa Pete, I just kind of came across recently, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy's amazing. So he has great content too. And Lance, I need to get to know Lance some more for sure, but I know if he's on the channel, he's a great guy too, and I'm definitely gonna see what he's got on his channel for sure. But all you guys bring me joy. Lance, you know, Viking Stew, Papa Pete, and Jeff, of course. You guys are great. And I just wanted to say it's kind of an honor that I played a part in this a little bit. He actually told me that GoGameGo was on his radar, so you guys are already on the short list, which is good. So whenever I kind of told him who my noms were, he was like, oh, I've got to nominate them then, because they were on my radar too. So it definitely helped, but honestly, I think you would have made it there without my help. You guys have an amazing channel. And I just wanted to say, I'm always going to support you guys. You guys are great. Everyone watching this, please go check out all the noms. Vote for GoGameGo as well if you love their page as much as I do. Again, I love all the nominees. I guess this is more focused to GoGameGo viewers right now, because I could say the same thing about all of them, right? And I'm going to have to draw a straw live on a stream because I can't decide. It's impossible, but who I'm going to vote for. But I just wanted to say they're all equally deserving. And GoGameGo, incredible page, incredible content, and mostly an incredible community. And that includes you watching. You make this community special, so don't ever stop. Keep it going. Keep the Atari, especially the Atari love alive. That's my thing. And I love Jeff's Atari content as well as everything else. So thank you so much for allowing this video to air during your stream. And I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, you guys are incredible on GoGameGo. Keep up the great work. And you've always got a fan here in Albuquerque. Thank you guys. Bye now.
You are watching Ballistic Coffee Boy.
That was very cool. Yeah,
Very nice.
Very nice.
Mr. Sear voted. Did you vote for GoGameGo?
You notice they didn't say, oh, I voted.
It's all right. I voted.
You know, I'm not lying. It's just, it's about, what's the word? What's that word? Disclosure. I voted. Just letting you know. No. We hope it was for us. We were assuming. But, you know.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, you got all month to vote. Links are in the description. And yeah, Salvatore, that would be nice to get a bunch of new subs.
Yeah, it flipped me out when you sent the note. I mean, you know, it's been a great channel to do that, to kind of flip me out. First of all, it flipped me out that you wanted to do the show. And then it flipped me out that we got Tommy on the show. And then what are they saying? I voted. I put a better vote for GoGameGo.
It's almost large item trash day, so
I started realizing everybody was laughing
very
very
careful.
hard at my sentimentality, and I better read what was going on. Stuart's so damn funny when he gets sentimental. What a goof. So yeah, no, anyway, but so when Jeff mentioned this, I was like, what? I would like we're deserving, I think. And so are a lot of these, everybody is, So it's great to be on a list with so many other great people. That's the beauty of it all. And it's good to know about other ones. I love that. I got to check out this sibling rivalry one. That looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's cool because I've been checking out the other nominees, and I wasn't aware of them, to be honest, but now I am. So that's cool.
Right.
I've subbed all of them. So that's awesome to learn about new, because it's hard to find out about small channels. It really is.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, and again, it does come down to time, Jeff blew me away with all the different channels he knew when we got started. And I was like, holy shit, how do you know about all of these? But I get it. Turn them on while you're working, while you're doing whatever. And
well, during the pandemic, when you're working from home, you watch a lot of YouTube.
Yes.
I watched a lot more then than I do now, to be honest. It's, of course, now I'm making videos, so I have less time to watch the videos.
Well, right. Yeah, it's a trade, right? I have an unboxing.
Legendary unboxing.
I actually have a couple
Drum roll.
tonight.
Let me plug in my phone because it's going to go dead in an hour or so.
Well,
Sorry, what'd you say, Pete?
so while you're tried watching the new Turtles movie over the weekend.
Wait a minute. You tried watching?
Yeah, I got about.
I see, just sit there with a camera waiting.
I got about 15 minutes in, I think, and
Which movie?
the last one, whatever it is, the Seth Rogen movie.
Okay.
That there was that Transformers girl was on there, and she just kept, I don't know, she was on the screen a lot, and
Which is not a bad thing.
well, but she was trying to act, so
Oh.
that wasn't the best thing.
At least
Yeah,
she
I'm
doesn't
down
have
from
to
that.
act beautiful.
I'm sure it's probably a fun movie to watch, but it's one of those deals where I don't have an hour and a half or 2 hours to kill right now. So if I'm not really into the movie, I'm gonna bounce and do something else.
I'm gonna watch it again, but I need to. The one I'm thinking of, got to watch again, is the Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie that they did a couple of years ago. I remember that it was entertaining, so I should watch it again, and I'll give you another review next week.
I didn't watch the movie long enough to tell you if it was any good or not. I just
Ooh.
I've barely played that game. I haven't played it in like a month.
Well,
Ugh.
Logan mentioned to me the other day, he goes, it's a great game. He says, but it's even more open world than the one before, than Breath. And I was like, he goes, and he starts into this thing like my wife does, or did years ago, where she was like, well, okay, it's kind of a slow roll and it has subtitles. I'm like, I'm okay with character building, and I learned to read, so I'm okay. It's all good. It's all good. I don't know. It's like I'm a 10-year-old, or like even less than that, whatever, It's a lot of words to read. Sometimes I don't want to have any subtitles rolling, because you're trying to fold laundry or you're doing
If
something
you're
else.
distracted at all, you can't have subtitles. It's
Right.
not gonna work.
And I don't like subtitles during Ted Lasso because it gives away the joke before they deliver it.
I was watching the Cardinal game, which is slightly delayed because it's on streaming. It's actually quite a bit delayed from, like, say, radio.
Yes.
It's probably a good minute behind. But I'm watching it. It's at the end of the game. It's a close game. And we have this thing on our TV where I set up for, what do you call it? Notifications on, like, Cardinals games, Blues games. And before the game ended, it popped up, gave me the final score. I was like, I'm watching the game, and then you give me the final score.
That's brutal.
I never had that happen before. It was terrible.
Spoiler alert.
CC Mental said she liked the dad joke guy, but she thinks she voted for GoGameGo.
That's funny.
Tauntaun Innards got their own action figure now. And I thought they smelled bad on the outside. Oh, I can never watch. Wait, what was that? I can never watch. There's demon alcohol allowed. Oh. Oh, man. Aren't there any Independence Day themed knock jokes? Oh, shoot. Yeah, the dad channel. I'm eager to check that out a little bit and
Wait,
see how that goes.
Was that all you had for the unboxing, Stuart?
I do have some other stuff, but I'll wait a little bit and do something else later. I've got all kinds of stuff, but I'll spread it out a little bit. But yeah, from the one package. So I was eager to do this because I've got to put this in and get my, I got to get my credit for it.
Do it before the year's up, or else you don't get it.
But the other thing that I was thinking too was Logan was a little disgusted when we were talking about this because I told him that I had never finished a Zelda game.
Holy smokes.
So I think what I'm going to do is do some videos of me going. I'm going to start at the beginning. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to play every one of them. I'm going to play all of them that I have. But I don't own all of them. But
Well,
I've only
beaten 2.
Beaten 2? Ocarina?
No, both on the Switch. Breath of the Wild and Link's Awakening.
Oh, yeah. Well, I could have worn that t-shirt too. Well, I'll definitely have to wear that t-shirt. I have 3 Zelda t-shirts. I need to remember to wear those while I'm doing the video. Wardrobe.
No, I got stuck in the water temple in Ocarina of Time, and I couldn't take it anywhere. That was a brutal
level.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
a rough one.
Daunting.
I made it to the end of Final Fantasy X, to the very final boss. I couldn't beat him, and it was taking forever. So I was like, I'm done.
Oh, sounds like. Well,
I was this close, and I was like,
I don't know if you can beat Wolverine. Anybody out there, let me know if you've ever beaten Wolverine on the NES. I made it all the way to the end. And I took on Sabretooth for an hour at least, I'm thinking. I don't know. It was either an hour or forever, one of the two. And I never beat him. I don't know what the deal was. I just couldn't beat him. I beat the shit out of him, but I couldn't beat him. He just
maybe there's a bug in the game.
That's what I was wondering. Because I had
what's the game on television that you can't beat?
Wait a minute, what?
What's that?
What's the game on television that you can't beat because they
Swords and Serpents. Yep.
Yeah.
I love that.
I got to the end with my dad, and we are just, how do you get to this dragon? You can't do anything with it.
I just picture they're just like, ship it. No one will ever get to the end.
My brother got to it there and said to us, we had it all planned out. And him and I were going to do it one day. We sat there all afternoon playing, and it got to the final because we're going to figure it out. He had it all figured out. The spells he needed and all the stuff to beat it.
Pete, your mic is
it's freaking impossible. But we had a whole afternoon planned around it.
Pete, something's going on with your mic. It's like really fast and crackling.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but it still farts.
Yeah,
it's still fast and crackling.
Still the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like somebody you hitting play on the recorder or the player and fast forward at the same time, and crackling.
Huh,
it's like you put a card on your spokes.
Yes.
Kind of like that too. Yeah.
I love doing that. Do you guys do that? Put a baseball card on your spokes?
No, I didn't want to ruin my baseball cards.
When I was a kid, that was one of those things. Okay, right? Some people go, "Oh, I had comics and I threw them out." You what? I had a baseball card. I stuck it in my spokes. And you're like, what?
Yeah, things you wish you would have kept, right? Or we didn't know.
Yeah. God forbid when I die, I'll have like they'll like run a slideshow of stupid shit that I did growing up. And they'll be like, rookie card, dumbass.
Wait,
I'd be
can
like,
you imagine that though? If God, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? When you die, if like a highlight reel of your life appears for you and you get to play it.
oh yeah,
Oh, that'd be so much fun to watch, wouldn't it?
right.
I don't know, fun and painful, depending on what they put in there.
I'd spend 8 hours watching you and me make pizza and play video games. I'd be like,
You
damn,
guys,
straight,
just like-
that was a good time.
I'd be like, damn, I should have stopped 3-4 beers ago before they took that picture.
Lance was like, so can I change anything though?
I mean, that's the question. Who gets to control your editing for your final video of life?
Yeah, I don't know. As long as it's not Michael Bay or
Or anybody associated
Kathleen
with
Kennedy,
Disney.
don't let her touch it.
I want that. I want Zabruder to make mine. The guy from the Kennedy film.
There you go.
It was a captivating video.
I want my life. Remember the memorial film to be done by Filmation. I think. Just
Filmation?
It'll look like a He-Man show, or no, Rankin and Bass. Then it'll look like a Thundercats show.
Rankin and Bass.
You
Why
see
does
me, I'll
Viking
look like a
Stew look
hobbit.
like an angry dentist?
Let's be
I want to
independent
be
together.
a dentist. I'm going to be independent. I was like,
Then as you get older, it turns into, was that Burgermeister, Meisterburger?
the burger, Burgermeister burger.
That was a great one.
Burns them all. What a twat he was.
I'm thinking
Burgermeister,
Pete faked the microphone problem because he just wanted to get off the show. Pete
Wait,
just wanted
what?
I think Pete faked his microphone problem so he could leave.
I think he waited too long for power up time.
He's-
Fine.
He was back for a second and then he left. Just-
Yay. Thanks, Gib84 Gaming. I appreciate it.
That's awesome. You know, you mentioned the comment. It is hard to find smaller channels now, especially. I mean, I have that same problem, much more than when we had the pandemic. I mean, when I started watching YouTube, I wanted to find out about the original in television, and then I found out about the Miko. And I think I did a search for the Miko, just trying to learn about, you know, I probably saw maybe a 2-minute clip about it. Knew nothing other than that 2-minute clip. And then that's how I found you guys and Next Level Gaming and, you know, the old AAA show, or was it OEB Pete and those guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't really, well, I'd have a hard time trying to find channels now.
Well, I apologize, but what is Pete doing now?
Which Pete?
OEB Pete.
Oh, he's to be honest, since he shut his channel down, I was talking to Lance about this. He's had about 3 or 4 channels. And I think 2 of them are still going on. But his big channel is EverCanadian. That's what he's doing mainly now. That's his big channel. And he had a card opening channel. I don't know if it's still going on. I'm not really 100% sure about that.
Okay. Cool. I mean, I was like, I haven't, I don't have a lock on where he is or what he's doing. I mean, he was like, like we were saying, I mean, he was one of my first knows after we started this show. Jeff's like, well, this guy OEB Pete is talking about the name of our show, and I've been on the show and this stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
he was the first person to mispronounce the channel name.
Okay, he was the first. I thought it was Tommy.
Yeah.
No, it was I posted a comment under GoGameGo, and he read it off, and I can't remember what he said. It wasn't even GoGameGo. It was something completely different. My wife was just laughing and laughing.
Oh man.
GoGameGo. I did notice I was watching some of the nominees and their videos about being nominated. They're mentioning other channels, and everyone got the name right.
Yeah, no, that's what was
Nice.
so wild.
I was a little disappointed. Hoping for a GoGameGo to slip in there.
That's what kind of helped propel us in the beginning. It's like, what the hell? How do you say that? Even I mispronounced it the first time we were talking about it when you were asking me if I wanted to do this, because I was like, GoGameGo?
Migo, that's a toy company.
It is one of my all-time favorite toy companies. So I was going to say Until, but they still are. It's just, I'd like to get some 8-inch figures again, because I collected those when I was a kid and did not preserve them at all. I mean, I was like playing with them nonstop. You know, I will never forget. Hey, Pete, did you ever, hey, try your mic.
I figured out what was wrong with it.
Oh, what?
My glass was empty.
Power up time.
I believe I predicted this, didn't I? I said I bet Pete just faked the microphone problem so we could just leave. There you go.
That's all you have to do, Pete.
Oh, that's fantastic.
No, I don't know. It was acting up beforehand though too. I rebooted it, but I pulled the thing out and made sure my wires were good. And hadn't done that in a while, so
Nothing
hopefully
like
it works okay, but if
nothing
the
like
mic's
a
got
beer
something's
governor.
wrong with the mic, then it will screw up in a bit. So
Sounds good. Sound is good.
Drink slowly, Pete. Drink
it was
slowly.
Gib 84. Right on.
Brian,
Coco damaged the mic as she was chewing
Brian.
on it earlier.
Always good to see somebody new.
Coco is sabotaging your show now.
I ordered a new Ethernet cable coming tomorrow. We'll see how long that lasts with Tug around.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I got
boy,
you.
yeah.
Mm.
He loves.
I
the
wish I
taste
could
of
just
the
send you
internet.
some because I got a box full.
I was gonna say, I wish you would have said something. I've got a bunch of extras sitting upstairs.
Well,
It
this
costs
way,
more for me to ship them to you than just to order them off Amazon, though.
I need it. Well, it's got to be like a 30-foot cable because it's kind of goofy, but like the router's in my son's room, which is right across the hall.
Yeah.
But it's still a long. I was measuring it today. It's got to be basically 30. That's the
There you
exact
go.
same one I had. It was the flat one.
Well, I know I stuck over and stole it while you weren't looking.
So I got a more traditional round one. We'll see if that works. We'll see if Tug stays away from that.
Yeah, we had to get all new equipment for our cable.
Pete is doing an
He's doing undrawing.
drawing. Yes.
He's getting it, pulling things out of his drawers.
A reverse unboxing. Things I don't know why I have.
It's
Pete
a
Bouchot,
post
what's in my drawer?
Re-unboxing.
Just getting that stuff off the top so I can open the drawer.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Ooh, I could use this right now, though.
Oh yeah. You and me both, dude. I was thinking about that. I'm like,
Nice.
"Ooh, I'm warm down here tonight. Usually it's nice and chilly down here.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
It is, but you know, this hair makes it warm. So yeah, I'll have to I'm gonna figure out which ones of the Zelda games that I have so I know. Of course, I'll start with an NES. We'll go from there. Because I have the first two there. Yeah. What in the hell?
Give 84. He's a bit drunk. He's going to go play some Tetris Effect.
I just
Thanks for
want to
coming
know
by.
what,
Nice.
what. I mean, I get it. I guess. I mean, I'm kind of the same, but I don't know.
I'm kind of the only difference with me is I can't find my cables. I know I have a bunch.
Oh, there you go,
An
buddy.
Xbox 360, I think.
I was going
I
to say,
think
is that an Xbox?
Yeah. Welcome to GoGameGo. It's cable identification night. What's this?
And there goes all our votes. Well, these guys are fascinating. They're showing off Ethernet cables.
You had me and you lost me. Oh, man.
People are commenting right now. Can I change my vote, please?
Salvatore was asking about the bracket show. Did we set a deadline?
I think in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
we did, but we sort of we have a hard time keeping track of these things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For your new viewers, GoGameGo runs a bracket show of different topics, and we have one coming up.
Yeah, we do. It's about favorite animated shows, right?
Yep.
60s, 70s, and 80s.
60s, 70s, and 80s cartoon shows.
Cartoons.
Right. So anything from Saturday morning or what, like Johnny Quest, which was originally on a Friday evening on, during prime time.
If it's a cartoon, it counts.
There you go.
Your top 32.
And it has to be from that era.
That era. Yeah. And you guys, none of you guys were familiar with Space Angel, right? I showed it one night on here, but I'm not going to put that on my list. But
no, I can't say.
But it was one of the most interesting shows I'd ever seen. And then, like, when I rewatched the old Marvel cartoons where they just had static
from the 60s
that just moved.
The guy they frozen.
Yeah, they moved the panel so it looked like they were moving. The Cable Guy. That's one of those movies I did not like by Jim Carrey. It was not one of my favorites. Did you like that movie?
No. I think my favorite from him was The Majestic.
Oh, okay. Mine was probably Liar Liar. Although the first Ace Ventura was pretty good too. So
Trying to think of what did he actually have that I really, really liked. Because Dumb and Dumber was funny.
What about?
I wouldn't say. Yeah. Oh, do you like it? It was funny, but
what about The Mask?
It was good, but I'm glad I watched it. It wasn't bad, but
here's a quick little game for you. I have seen a total of 1 Jim Carrey films.
One?
Truman Show.
That's it.
Bridge.
Truman Show. That's all I've seen.
Yeah. And that's the one. I don't know that I've ever watched that whole thing. I know the premise, I know everything about it, but I don't think I've ever watched it. And I think it's the kind of movie I'd really enjoy. That movie.
The idea was really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Something about a spotless mind or something too, where they try to forget each other and I like stuff like that too. So
what was the name of that? With
our we have a Hollywood Suites which plays like 70s and before 70s, 4 channels, 70s, 80s, 90s, and double zeros, and it all rotated around. And they put the Blues Brothers back on this month, so I was watching the Blues Brothers.
Nice.
Today. I love that movie.
That is a classic.
I could watch that routinely. I don't know why that just sort of struck me. Dan Aykroyd's one of my absolute favorites. I love Belushi too, but Dan Aykroyd actually stuck around with us for 40 years to make a bunch of great movies. Some bad ones too. But
well, as long as I never hear you use that phrase with Rise of Crap Walker. That's
what?
You've
never seen it? How do you know?
Oh,
my favorite
how do I know what
movie is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom because he's uncredited, right? But like as soon as I heard him, it's like that's Dan Aykroyd.
Why do you think famous actors don't do credits in certain films when they have a small role? Is that like a cool thing to do?
I think it was just something fun to do one day. He did it for he's buddies with Spielberg or something like that. Went in and did that one little stupid role, and away he went. They don't barely even show his face.
I mean, why don't they give him credit? I almost feel like the actor says, "Don't credit me," because
maybe when they're uncredited, they get a certain amount of money. Like this, what do they call that, guys?
Oh, like scale or something like that.
Yeah, scale. Yeah. That's the word I'm looking for.
Well, like remember David Letterman's show back in the 80s? He there was someone that worked for him behind the scenes, and she was getting married. And so for a gift, he brought her on the show for a segment every day for a week where she would talk. And because she talked, she got paid. So that was like a gift to her. I was like, oh, that's such a clever idea.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Salvador. You know what? Same here. I would watch it again. I might watch it after the show tonight.
Well, that's because you're drinking.
No, that's just because it would piss you off.
You have to drink like 8% beer to get yourself ready to go. Like, just screw it.
It's only 5.1%. By the way, it's perfectly named beer, Happy, and it's a lime sour. You want to talk about a good beer?
Keith, you have any more Double Dragon?
No, that was tasty. But it was strong stuff, man. 8%. I mean, I got water right here, and I got
Papa Pete's going woof. Don't make any plans.
Yeah, right.
What do you say about Canadian water, Lance?
4%. Canadian water is 4%, right?
Oh man, I do hope that's a joke.
Papa Pete mentioned Blues Brothers. Every time when I think of that movie, I think of the mall car chasing scene. How they just demolished the mall.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh yeah.
Going through a Toys R Us and all these things.
Much more damage than they said they were going to do. Interesting thought there. What was the last movie that Jim Carrey did?
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, Google time.
No, I don't have to get over it. I don't have a hate for it. That's just...
He doesn't have a love for it either.
There you go.
Can I honestly make a comment?
No.
I would never talk about Rise of Skywalker, ever, if it wasn't for you hating it so much.
But I don't hate it. I just don't care about it. What I dislike is the fact that they made a shit film, and then it was okay for the company to let people go, oh, boo-hoo, fanboys. You're like, hey, that's not cool. That's my problem. And it's the same with the Marvel movies. It's like when JD, I remember when JD commented the one night, he's like, well, I'm not as steeped in the comic. Well, that's got nothing to do with it. It's a shit film. That second Doctor Strange movie. It's a shit film. If you look at it and go, all of that doesn't make sense at all. And it's got nothing to do with it. And I don't hate them. I mean, they're just shit films. Shit scripts, shit films.
Jim Carrey did 3 things last year. One was a voice in a short movie. Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Oh gosh, right. Thank you. Right.
He was
good, and then a music video he was in.
Now I got to take back what I said, because I saw Sonic the Hedgehog. So that's a Jim Carrey movie. So I've seen 2, and I saw part of the second one, but something happened. I couldn't watch the rest of it, but it was pretty good so far. So I'll go back and watch it.
Okay.
It's like fear therapy.
I went back through the chat there a little while. The Intelligent Gamer asked me if I had pants on.
I feel like he asks you that every week, Dean.
It's not Rick Reynolds. Well, that was Assless Chaps, wasn't it, for Rick? If you know that show.
Brian F. posted about Coco damaged the mic as she was chewing on it earlier. And that's true. I don't know what's up with that. There's a video. I think it was when I released today, pickup video. And she spends the first 2 or 3 minutes up to there doing the intro. She's leaning around, gnawing on the microphone.
You talked about uncredited. I'm flipping through Jim Carrey's IMDb. He was an Anchorman 2 as an uncredited CBS News anchor.
Huh. Yeah, that was the big fight scene, wasn't it?
I barely remember that movie.
I know, as bad as that movie was, I would want to be uncredited.
The Canadian ones come in, and it was Jim Carrey, and there's a bunch of them uncredited in that movie.
Wow. Yeah. No, it's not a hate thing. It's just it's just a disdain for what corporations do.
I want to ask you a question, a serious question right now, just for conversation. I'll ask each of you. Stuart, if you had to turn off this show and go watch a movie right now, and it could be any movie you want to watch, any movie, what movie would it be?
Well, let me ask you this: is this a are you asking me that like if I were to stop doing what I'm doing, what is your favorite movie to go stop anything and go and see it? Or is there something that you want to watch right now, and what would you go and see?
That, yeah, whatever way you want to do it. If I like after the show, I'm going to watch a movie after the show. What's the movie that you want to choose to pick? Okay, Lance, you'd watch The Jerk.
I'd watch The Jerk.
The Jerk.
I love that movie. It's great.
I used to watch it a lot with my dad, and Papa Pete gave me this copy. It's still sealed. I got to break the seal off because
he hates
these cans.
That's that.
Don't call him here. Call him shithead.
Every once in a while, you throw that clip into the chat there, and it's like I start laughing.
That to me was the perfect. That was the perfect line.
It is.
You see someone shooting, and they're hitting oil cans. He hates these cans.
That's the guy glass half full. Like
yeah.
Not someone's trying to kill me, but he hates these cans.
Nobody wants to kill me. They hate these cans. Because nobody wants to kill anybody. They just want to kill cans.
Oh man.
Well, it wouldn't be Megaforce. But I am looking forward.
I didn't.
I am looking forward.
What movie do you not want to watch after the show today?
I do need to watch.
We only have a limited time, so it can't be ones you don't want to watch.
Usually a really cool go-to film for me is FM. I really love watching FM.
I wish I had the piece of paper right here and had it written down, because I go right like this, boom, and I put up FM right now because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
because I know how much you talk about that movie, and I'll be serious. I've yet to watch it.
Well, and
I keep watching for it to pop up on one of these, because it's going to pop up on one of these streaming channels sometime. And
I should just send you a copy.
Salvatore's got an interesting idea here. A movie you want to force your friends to watch. Ice Trek 2. Yes. Chuck, you missed the big announcement. It's out.
Oh man, that's great.
Hold on, I gotta actually make this a little bit better here.
Now you said go-to movies. Is that like, are we counting like, okay, say like regular TV or cable rather, and you're flipping through and there's a movie that you see it listed and you're going to stop and watch it? You talking like that kind of movie?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, what movie would you just watch right now if you could?
Yeah, that one or Night Shift. I've really been wanting to watch Night Shift again. I haven't seen that in years, and I just watched Caddyshack.
That's a good one.
Not long ago. Airplane is another one. Before summer's out, I'm going to watch Airplane and Night Shift. So,
fun movies.
But yeah, FM is a good movie. Better soundtrack. Yes, that's right. Yeah, FM is in no way, shape, or form, that's me.
And I've learned a lot here today because, I have the big picture of it, and I talk all about the shirt and how I got the shirt and all this stuff, and not a goddamn one of you watched it for my video this week.
Everything happens for a reason, Pete, and everything happens when it should. So
that's right.
Pete, I'll be honest. I didn't watch anyone's videos this week because I was so bored with my own video. I couldn't take it anymore. I just couldn't watch any more Ice Trek.
Now, let me ask you this,
mine up in half.
Well, it's in the first minute or two, so you can turn it off after that.
So did you do this?
No.
Hey, Michael Hayes is here.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Michael.
No, I did not do this. This is a Slappy Marsden original, just like my Dracula 2 Dead Loving
You're
shirt.
Kidding.
Wow.
Slappy got hold of me about 3 weeks ago and said, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and said, I got another shirt, another clip for you that I want you to take and use for t-shirts, as a thank you. And I said, I opened it up and I thought I almost fell on the floor laughing. I love it, right?
And badass.
And so I said, okay, I'm going to keep it under wraps until I get my shirt. And then I'm going to debut my shirt sometime in a video. And it went over like a turd in the punch bowl.
But that is fantastic.
Yeah, but
it is.
now we'll all.
That's a Slappy Slappy made this.
Wow, man. I am freaking honored, man.
Oh, it's wonderful. And it looked like I'm sitting here looking at this, like you can see it. That looks like you.
I know.
I wonder if he used AI for that. Like took a picture of Stuart and a Viking and
maybe
came up with it.
I mean, but the Stuart and the Viking is not a big stretch.
No.
No, not at all. Wow.
But it's something
else.
Eh? Yeah.
Wow. Now I am gonna cry.
So that's Stuart. You know, I'll get you one, but that is in the store right now. I turned it on after I put the video out. I turned it on in the store. So
wow. Well, I'll order one up.
No, you don't. Yeah.
DJC saw the new Indiana Jones movie. How did you like it? Chuck? Has anyone else seen it?
But no, I will not.
Oh, I definitely will. I'm hearing a lot. You hear all this pissing and moaning beforehand and at the very beginning, and now more and more people to go see it and go, you know what? It really is kind of good. So, I mean,
okay.
I've heard a lot of people say they enjoyed it. You know, in the best movie in the world. Not every movie is going to be the best movie in the world, but
a lot of people enjoyed Doctor Strange Mom, and I
don't expect you to like it.
I'm just saying.
I think, like many, I'll just wait for it to come out on streaming.
I go see it if I get an opportunity to, but I probably won't.
Are you going to wait for streaming because it ain't worth a piss? Boom! Boom! Mic drop. I can see that went over really well.
Well, I made a mistake of buying the last Indiana Jones, was that Crystal Skull or whatever, without watching it. And I bought it and I was like, oh, I'm not doing that again.
What a piece of crap. I don't yet. Oh, he does have pants on. I don't yet. Saboteur, it took me a while. I just did my spreadsheet with these. And within that spreadsheet, you know, you can have different spreadsheets on the same document. So I do have a spreadsheet ready for my DVDs. So, sorry.
My mom saw the movie yesterday as well. How about that? I didn't even know that.
Thanks, Jim Bud.
What did you think of the movie?
Stuart sent this to me.
It wasn't getting along well with the other ones.
Listen, don't send me all your Rise of Skywalkers. You have one of those and you're keeping it.
I would not do that.
Yeah, he has the Canadian special edition.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
See,
if anybody cares, I just posted today on my website. Program I was working on, Pastor Generation. Wow. I believe I had that. I am interested in that. And fascinated. I was eating an almost. Sorry about that. I hope you had somebody nearby that could help you.
My mom liked the new Indiana Jones movie as well.
And
thank you, Junebug.
June, what did you think of the alleged fourth movie?
I don't know what
Mike's Gallo.
Bilingual lightsabers.
Oh yeah, Pete. Mike's from Canada. Do you know him?
Well, yeah, he lives next door. You know, it's like, down the street.
You know, Canada, that little town.
Yeah. Hey, I got a friend named John in Toronto. Do you know him?
I mean, they've always said you guys are really friendly, but
No, it's Mike.
Do you know
from
Mike from
Canmore.
Canada?
It's Mike from Canmore, and you had to go back a ways to remember that reference.
Or Canadian.
Mike will probably remember Mike from Canmore.
Messiah LaBeouf swinging vines was pretty. Oh, good God! You could have started. You could have before he was swinging. I mean, they're having
That was
fight.
the worst part, though, of the whole thing.
What was the worst part?
That was the worst. That was the worst part of the whole thing to me. Like the fridge and the bomb and all this, whatever. But the monkey vine thing is like, I don't know. It's just like that was over the top. I don't know.
Well,
That
yeah,
was
but
the
you can go before that. So they're sawing down trees, right? They're just sawing down trees, and then they're having a sword fight between two vehicles. Like they're not going over trees.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They're just like they just drive just like that. These are the most drivable trees. I love
that whole
these
scene
trees.
to me. That whole section was the worst. Like you go back to Raiders Lost Ark when they had the scene where he's in the truck with the Ark.
Yeah.
And he gets onto the truck and he's underneath the truck, and that was like, at the time was incredibly over the top and unrealistic, and it really was, right? Obviously, but this just puts it to the friggin' like exponential degree, right? This in number 4, and it was like it wasn't really even entertaining. But like I said, I could even live with the fridge thing better than that whole scene later on.
Yeah.
If you take that scene out, I'm okay. So it's like, it's like whatever.
I can agree with you on that.
Royal Canadian Air Force. That's right, Mike.
Well, the thing is, they kept that scene. Imagine what they cut out.
You should have seen what we had. You think the vine swinging is bad? Woo!
That
I was
reminds me
just so pissed that he ended up swinging out right where the trucks were.
Yeah. That was just like, yeah.
Yeah, have you ever been talking like someone to friends or something, and they say something, and you're thinking, why the hell would you say that out loud? It's so embarrassing. And then my next thought is, what the hell are you not telling us that you're too embarrassed to say? Like, what are you holding back?
Yeah.
Are you literally holding back nothing, or should I really be careful about what I ask you? Oh man. That Nazi lady.
I didn't see the movie, but I think this comment is pretty funny. That Nazi lady's hairdo.
The Nazis just didn't have it together when you see
I have
that
a copy
hairdo.
right here. If we could.
I bailed at the warehouse scene when they were trying to shoot Indy, and they couldn't hit him.
Couldn't hit him.
He's like 70. He can barely move.
Thank you, Mike, for mentioning, because there are so many actors, however they're doing it now, they're wanting to call everybody actors. I don't know, actors and actresses that just don't get the right director or whatever. I've mentioned it on the show before, but Natalie Portman always comes to mind. I've seen her brilliantly play other characters in other movies like Black Swan or the early Thor movies. The what's the other one I'm thinking of?
Padme Amidala.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was the shit, but the shit, like not the shit, but like the shit.
Okay, it's been a while. This is what I'm thinking. You're talking about Kate Blanchett.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah,
there you go. The Mo. It's the Mo.
Shit, what's the name of it?
It's the Mo.
What's the friggin' name of it? Oh, it's a great movie. She's the Natalie Portman.
V for Vendetta.
Kid. Leon the. Oh God, what is it? I had never seen it. It's friggin' awesome. Connor, it's an old movie. Obviously, she's a little kid. She's like 13, 14 in it.
Wow, I've never seen that. The early Natalie Portman movie.
Who knows this? Who is it? Somebody in the chat's going to type that in because they know it.
But yeah, when she was in V for Vendetta after doing those Star Wars films, I was like, wow, yeah, she's on. I love that movie. But it just goes to show. I mean, you know, yes, Kate Blanchett, great actress. She's done other great roles, but man, you get them into something, and I don't know, man. It's just.
What about Thor Ragnarok?
Oh, good God. That was the start of the end for me. That was like, I'm okay with it. I own it. But I mean, it led to Love and Thunder and the
JWD. Yeah. I've not seen that controller, and to be honest, I don't buy 8-bit DOS stuff anymore. Everyone says they're the greatest thing ever, and I've got one of these. I've got a stick from them. I can never get these things to work. I mean, I'll get them hooked up the first time, and if I don't use it for a few months and try to get it back hooked up, you got to have a special code for each system you use it with. I don't know. It's just I can never get these things hooked up and just stay hooked.
Well,
I stay away from 8-bit DOS now.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You want to have your gaming ready to go.
I have 2 of their sticks, and yeah, they're not very good sticks.
Sunset off my deck. I bet it's awesome. I bet it's awesome. How was you,
Leon
how
the professional?
I wondered how Kurt, how you fared during the storm. I mean, did you mention that last week, or I'm eager to know.
Yeah, I forgot about this. JWD mentioned this. GoGameGo is an Instagram account now. It's GoGameGo_GGG.
Woo!
So yeah, anyone, if you want, you can go follow.
Is that it?
You can post it
the
there.
Professional?
Yeah, the professional. Leon? That's what something.
Leon the professional, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot. Somebody a few weeks ago was asking if we had an Instagram account, and I said no. I can't remember. It was a
yeah, that's true. I remember that. It's like 2 weeks ago.
Or
it'd be great, but not meant for a part. And the directing. I mean, if you don't jive with the director and the director's not, you know, I can assume that sometimes these people just don't have a good relationship and a good rapport, and they don't stick with you. You know, what the hell was wrong with Natalie during those Star Wars movies? She was vanilla, flat, bleh, just nothing. And I'm just like, you know, and I get it. And I'm smart enough to know that her character was kind of, you know, just, you know, right there. But then, geez, some of her trying to be human parts were just.
Even, what's his name that was with her? He was god awful as well.
Oh, God, yeah. Anakin, Christensen.
Hayden.
Yeah.
He was.
It's some of the worst acting I've ever seen. I mean, my God, it was terrible. I mean, I don't know. Did George Lucas come to him and say, "Hey, look, we really need you to be terrible"? And they're like, "I got it."
Because let me. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. That's who it was.
That's how young she is there. That's
The
like
French guy.
Yeah, Jean Reno.
Yeah.
Or Reno.
Mike,
yes,
I'm with you. I am not a fan of George Lucas as a director at all.
Yeah, that's why they hired other directors to do those other movies. You know, I mean, he's got a great vision and a great, like you said, he's got great vision and a producer. He's like, let's get this together. Look, this is what I want. Now you need to make that happen. And
yeah, he's fantastic at that. I mean, look what he's done.
Absolutely. Everything from American Pie, you know, and then all the way through, you know, but it showed again when they did the prequels, and it was just sad. Yeah,
Sam, I don't know. I think these 8-bit DOS controllers are just really overrated. I haven't been happy with anyone I've gotten. I even did a review on one of their sticks, and I gave it a bad review, which it's pretty unusual for me, but that was a bad one, man.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
There's nowhere to rest your hand. It's like keep your hand in midair on a stick. It was just bizarre.
And that reminds me, I'm eager to try my Re4 again on the Switch. I bought the digital of the original version, and I'm eager to try it with some of my other controllers. Like I have a GameCube controller for the Switch, and then Christine bought another third-party controller that she was like, "Oh, it was on sale. It looked cool, so I thought I'd get it." I'm like, "Okay," but I've never tried it. But that I couldn't do it. The Pro controller, I was not doing well at all. I don't know what it was, because I kicked ass when I played using the 2 controllers on the Wii. I did really well. That's where I learned to play the game. But I don't know. It's not working for me yet. Not with the Pro Controller. So anyway. So let's reiterate too that in a couple of weeks we're doing this bracket show about animated shows. Think about those. If you want to throw down on the extra, whichever one, remember to do them in order from 32 to your number one. So it's not just a list of what you think
you got to number them.
32.
Yeah.
You have to put your favorite goes at the top and then descending order. So write out your 32 and then kind of put them in order is what I do instead of worrying about. But then if you want to throw down, pick like the top, the top 3-4 characters that are regulars in that show. And if you had a live action version of that, who would you like to play those roles? Hey, Coco, it's a Coco sighting.
And then you need the email address, and I know I mess up when I try to spell it out.
Oh, I'm gonna send that here in a second.
Hey, how many baskets have you ever had for Coco there?
Well, this is the only one.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
the OG basket.
This is the OG basket. Several pillows inside of it, mind you.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Right.
For $3 or $4 pillows at the dollar store, we just like turf it.
All right, so here you go. Anyone in chat who wants to participate?
Oh, sorry, where'd it go?
I don't know. Here.
There you go.
If you want to participate in the 60s, 70s, 80s, your favorite cartoons from that era, those three decades, email preferably a Google. Oh, what's the word?
Google Doc.
Google Doc.
Google Doc.
Preferably a Google Doc. Yeah, and start with your favorite at the top and work your way down. And what I do is and it's 32. That's important too. Just the top 32. And so when I do these, the top one gets 32 points, your bottom one gets 1 point. Then I take everyone's, squish them together and come out with a bracket, just like in basketball, where the top vote getter goes up against the least amount of votes, that person. And just fill out the bracket however you would normally after that. It's a pretty cool way of doing it, I think. And this will be interesting. 60s, 70s, and 80s cartoons.
Do yourselves a favor.
Go ahead.
Do yourselves a favor too. Remember, some of those shows like doubled up with some. There were shows that were together, like in the 60s, where you had Space Ghost and Dino Boy. That was one show. And then you had what was one of the other ones that was like that? Like Scooby-Doo and Dino Mutt. That was all one show. There was another one too like that. What was it?
Dino Mutt had his own show though. I remember watching
Originally, yeah.
I think originally they did?
Originally, I think they did.
I think they teamed up with Scooby-Doo for a few episodes, but he had his own show.
Because I was thinking that was like the Scooby Dino Mutt hour.
At one time. Power Hour or something like that even.
Yeah.
It could have been, but they were separate shows, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just a thought. Like the Impossibles were with Frankenstein Jr., I do believe. So like when you buy it, you buy both of those shows. So just just in case, I don't want you to split one of your votes. It's one, you can put them together.
Just vote for your favorite show or cartoon, right?
Yep.
The interesting thing of some of these bracket shows are the ones that barely missed, or if you want to call it honorable mentions. Some of those are just like, oh,
I know, right?
Some are painful.
Painful, yes.
That's my favorite. I love when we start with that. Here's the honorable mentions. You're just like, oh, okay, I won't be looking for those on the bracket. Son of a bitch. Like
I know Laugh
part.
Olympics is going to be high on my list. I always loved Laugh Olympics.
Laugh Olympics.
Sounds good.
Because I always like looking back and see the scores. Like, I believe the Really Rottens actually won, I think, twice. I mean, usually they were winning and then they would lose at the very end, but I believe they actually won a couple times.
Do you own that, Jeff?
No.
Oh, okay.
I do not. What's better than? Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
What's better than Flintstones? Well, early Flintstones, not much because that was excellent. Like a lot of cartoons. I mean, the longer they went, the worse they were drawn, and I don't know. They lost some energy.
Yeah.
Kind of like watching Barney Miller year 1 versus the final year. They were just sleepwalking in that final year, man. They were old and tired and ready to do something else.
Classic.
Wojo was just ready to take off that toupee. He had enough, man.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. Just think of the sitcoms. They'd bring in the baby, or
right,
Fozzie jumping the shark. Some sort of gimmick or something to.
Ted McGinley.
There you go.
Yes, Johnny Quest. That's definitely going to be on my list.
Yeah, that's
wacky races. Yes.
Yeah. Obviously, that's the whole series, so it couldn't have been on very long, really. I remember hearing about it more than watching it.
That one, and then what was it? Catch That Pigeon. That was only on for like a year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
All those Hanna-Barbera things.
Oh, and like George of the Jungle and Dudley Do-Right.
Tom Slick, Super Chicken. Those are all on the same show out here.
Super Chicken. Oh. Ricochet Rabbit. Wacky Races was great on the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, out here we had Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. So you'd start off with a Rocky and Bullwinkle, little short, and then it would cut into Tom Slick, Super Chicken, Dudley Do-Right.
So now what about, so you had Laugh Olympics, and then you liked Wacky Races too, right, Jeff? Did you mention that one? You just mentioned it and said you game, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I love Wacky Races.
Yeah.
Oh, there was Super Chicken right there.
You see Brian's comment? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, ruin the Flintstones? What happened? I don't know, but we're going with McGinley, sir. That's what we're going with.
That would be funny if he voiced the Great Gazoo.
Which was
Remember
Harvey
that little
Korman.
sound that would make when they'd show up or take off? Like, ew.
Oh, yeah.
That was great. That was great.
I like Gazoo, but I don't know. Flintstones towards the end there.
Well, it certainly wasn't as bad as frickin' Scrappy Doo or Batmite or Snarf. Snarf. Shut the hell up.
You think anyone will put Inch High Private Eye on there? Or Magilla Gorilla?
McGilly Gorilla.
Well, one of my favorites
Great
is Hong Kong Fooey.
Oh, Hong Kong Fooey is great.
Hong Kong
Captain
Fooey.
Caveman.
And
Yeah,
Captain
Captain
Caveman.
Caveman.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
He was always pulling stuff out of his hair.
Hey, man.
So, well, you have in there.
And who would use it? It's got to be disgusting.
Captain Caveman.
Inch High Private Eye. Yeah.
Or all the Scooby-Doo ripoffs. I mean, there's so many of them. Like Speed Buggy. I actually like Speed Buggy.
Speed Buggy. There's the Goober and the Ghost Chasers. There's what was the Spirit of 76? Jabberjaw.
Jabberjaw. God.
Those are all Scooby-Doo ripoffs.
That's a whole genre.
It's a whole formula. It's a formula genre.
It worked.
Yeah. It did. It did. And then I know what other one is on Jeff's list. It's going to definitely be on mine. And I'm assuming it would be on both of yours, gentlemen, is Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
definitely.
That's
Hasselhoff. What's going on?
Hasselhoff.
Hey, Hasselhoff.
Pete, when you started saying that, it was right at the end. And I'm like, wow, what'd you just call him? All I heard was ass. And I'm like, where's he going with Hoff? Okay, I get you. Okay.
What was the
There you
WWF
go.
cartoon in the 80s?
Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever actually saw it.
Fred was
I
the
saw
first to say we got Bush.
And what was that? Brad Garrett voice? Was it Hogan?
Yeah, that was right. Brad Garrett did one of them, didn't he? I remember you saying that before.
I thought he did Hulk Hogan in that one.
I think interesting too is that here we have what was this? Better Than Flintstones?
I sent you guys a link to that. The Flintstones black and white.
Oh yeah,
Cigarette.
Oh yeah, weren't they
Cigarette.
weren't they smoking?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the
I think
women were mowing the
Women were
lawn.
working. Yeah, the women were working in the front, and they're chilling in the backyard.
What a great commercial.
Well, it was funny too because I'm getting ready to. I just mentioned by the end of the summer I want to watch Night Shift, and in that, remember the what was it? The nephew that was working there, and he unplugs the TV and he's left his mess on the desk, and he goes, "That Bonnie Rubble, what an actor!"
Yeah,
What an actor.
That's one of my favorites. And then when that guy starts playing sax on the train, that's really great. And then he just starts writing him a check as he's playing really shitty. Star Trek animated. I need to rewatch that. I own it. Christine,
It's
bought
on
that.
a couple of the streaming networks too.
You're right. It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
is it okay?
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks,
That was Filmation as well.
Yeah, Filmation did a lot. Like I remember them doing was it He-Man, the Masters of the
I don't
Universe?
know if I ever saw Go Gophers. I may have seen them briefly, but I just like the name Go Go Go.
Oh, that's a great show.
A lot of goes in it.
Him say,
Go Gopher Go.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's totally wrong, but you know. That line in Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah, so Jeff, you're not uber familiar with the Go-Go Gophers?
Oh, I'm sure I've seen it. I just like the name.
Yeah.
It pops in my head every so often. I don't know why.
The second in command is pretty funny in that. Because he's like so low key, and then his, the general is just so over the top. And he's just like, well, I don't know, sir. It's not a good idea, I don't think, to do that.
Well, there you go. Josie and the Pussycats. Another.
Josie and the Pussycats. There you go. Go, go, Gophers. Watch them go,
So what is that, like a ripoff of like F Troop? I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's kind of a little F Troopy. Yeah, you're right. Good call. Good call. I didn't realize, speaking of old television too, I didn't realize that there was so much black and white in the beginning of Gilligan's Island. I mean, was the whole first season black and white?
Yeah.
Really?
And then the second two were all color.
Wow.
Did any shows split right in the middle of a season? I feel like every show I've seen, it was like if they started black and white, they just ended it and then picked up with color in the next season. I'm not sure. There must be.
Well, I was trying to remember about Dark Shadows, if it did that. And Dark Shadows was a weird thing. And I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but they couldn't film in color. So what we saw on television that was color was them pointing a camera at the color monitor and broadcasting that.
Yeah, I Dream of Jeannie was in black and white to start.
Okay.
Yep, that's right. Lost in Space. Yep.
F Troop as well.
F Troop. Yep.
Wasn't the first season of Hogan's Heroes in black and white?
No, I don't think so. I
The
don't think
Dick Van Dyke Show went all the way in black and white.
Mhm.
They could have switched, but
Batman. No, I think Batman was color the whole time.
Well, did you guys get that photo I sent of the Addams Family set? That they used
Yes.
real bright colors just to accentuate because the black and white that wouldn't work in color. Like
No,
if you guys
too
are home,
busy.
Let's see if I can get this going.
Yeah, way too busy.
Way too color, but I mean it looks great in black and white, but
Right.
that would not work well.
Like chocolate sauce going down the drain in the shower.
Oh yeah.
all right. So Hogan's Heroes first episode was black and white.
Okay, the first episode. Well, okay. I'll take that.
And I'm with Hasselhoff. There wasn't Bewitched, the early ones in black and white as well.
Yeah, I do believe that's true.
I think the first. So maybe there you go. Looks like maybe Hogan's Heroes first episode was black and white. Maybe the rest of that season was color.
Yeah, because I just watched it. I mean, I made it through the first 2 seasons and into the third. I haven't finished it, but
See you, Salvatore.
see ya.
Salvador.
I mean, you're not going to hang for 5 minutes.
He knows better.
Very good, Jeff. Very good.
No, see you, Mike. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thanks for talking about this.
Hasselhoff is leaving.
About the nomination. Got to run. Wow, we got 4 minutes left.
This is like when you're at I don't know, like some kind of thing at school, and someone gets up and talks, and they're just boring the hell out of you, and little by little, people start getting up and just walking out, and you start feeling sad for the person talking because you know they're thinking, "Wow, what's going on? Why is everyone leaving right now?"
Yeah, what do I have to do to keep them now?
But that's not how we are, because we know why they're leaving.
Oh, there! Look at that. First 2 seasons of Black and White Bewitched on DVD.
Wow, 2 seasons.
I would like to rewatch. That's another show I'd like to rewatch. Yeah. Thanks. And thanks.
All right, we'll talk Mike in the stand for 4 more minutes.
Yay! Okay, now we really got to cut it off then. We got to be on time tonight then. We can't make them hold on.
This is
Jeff and I keep hitting it.
Just as Jeff leaving in the bottom of the 8th. Yeah. 4 minutes left. Maybe I'll get up and just leave.
It's not like I'm going to win any television auctions the next 4 minutes.
Not unless you cut not unless you cut Casey's Ethernet cable.
Oh, a CTV app, huh, Pete?
Yeah, it's all there.
Okay, cool.
But
Nice.
yeah, I guess you guys can't get it over there.
Well, except when it comes to Rise of Skywalker, then
Pete, you're jumping the gun here.
Wow,
got 3
Pete, you're gonna have
minutes
to. What are you gonna have like a word per minute or more? Oh, it's bath time.
Yeah, the pilot was Black. I'm guessing that was a cost maneuver.
Right. I'm sure that they gave
bet
all
that
these.
was.
They gave him a shot first, and then keep the budget down, and it is business. It's all about at the end, it's all about the bottom line. So
I'd like to see a TV show today have a pilot episode that's just in black and white. See
Wait
how
a
that
minute,
goes
what?
over. Yeah, like what if the Big Bang Theory's pilot was black and white?
Yeah.
For no particular reason, just black and white.
Well, they did that with
WandaVision did it.
Right? WandaVision was like that.
Yeah.
So, Kurt, will I see you tomorrow night or Friday night or not? Are you busy? Just so I know not to look for you.
And Kurt just left.
Stu, stop asking if people are going to go to your gig because that's when they leave.
Gotta go.
Whoop! Look at me. Go game. Go! Gone. Oh, man. All right. So when's the cutoff again? Before we go, when's the cutoff?
Oh, wait a minute. What?
The end of the month, July 31st.
On the 19th, or are we doing on the 20th?
Wait a minute.
We're doing
Oh,
on
the
26th?
cutoff for the
The
Submissions.
19th.
The submissions.
So,
submissions. Yeah, you need them well
Okay.
ahead.
so the end would be the 14th, because in that weekend I've got to put it together. So, by the end of the 14th, just
Hey,
send all
Graphic
your
God.
stuff
Graphic God.
because then on the 15th and 16th I'll probably put it all together and get ready for the 19th.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So the 14th is the deadline.
Yeah.
So there's your
Submissions.
email down at the bottom of the screen there. Send your list of your top 32 animated shows, rate them 1 through 32, and then send them to that email address. And if you
And a
would like to throw down whatever your number one cartoon animated or animated show is, write down the top characters. If you made it into a live action, who would play those characters?
And a Google Doc. It's in the Google Doc.
So,
Google Doc.
in other
It's gotta
words,
be
in the
something that I
meantime,
can. It has to be something I can copy and paste.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wow, I'm not super
32.
familiar
Gotta be
with
32
Candy.
Great jazz
Graphic God, how's it going?
saxophonist.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
She had a tune called "Lily Was Here" that was used in a lot of commercials.
That's right, Hasselhoff. 32
okay.
entries.
All right. Yep.
And if you don't do 32 entries, I'll just start with your number one and go down, and there just won't be any votes for the others. It's no big deal.
Yep. Easy peasy. I do love saxophone, though. I'm hoping that my daughter will jump in someday and play with my band. We'll do Turn the Page, and I would love to do Turn the Page and Baker Street. So there you go. All right. It is an hour and a half.
Oh, and also when you on the bracket show day on the 19th, we'll put up we'll do a poll, and it'll have the two shows going head to head, and then everyone votes for like a minute and a half, whatever it is. I can't remember.
Yeah, we keep it shorter.
And then we turn off because we try to still end it in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then we'll turn that off, and then it's pretty easy voting.
Yep.
A lot better than when we started.
Yeah, right?
And there can be double eliminations.
Oh, yeah, Lance. Good call.
Now, wait a minute. Are we still doing double elimination, or was there... I can't remember. Did we come up with anything else at the end of the last...
I thought we come up with something else, and I can't remember. It was something to do with the five of us.
Oh, wasn't it... if it tied, was it... It went... Then we would use our votes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, if there's only four of us, if JD hasn't been here, we have to have an odd number.
Well, we might get JD around for that one.
It's not enough just to be odd. We have to have an odd number.
Either that, or we got to kick one of us out.
I didn't hear what you
We
said.
We'd have to use the Pac-Man sound effect.
No. Oh,
We could all take turns. We could take turns for those, where you're like these three on this one, and then these three on this one, and these three on that one. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Or we could just do double elimination. I
kind
of like getting rid of two people at once, or two teams at once. If you're not good enough to win, you're not good enough to go forward.
Jeff throws down hard. Boom. Fuck all.
We need that "You're Out" sound drop from MLB baseball. Intelligence. You're out.
Yeah. And there it is.
Gone.
I did it a minute ago, and I looked over the screen. It says error. Try again.
That's weird.
It knew we
All
had
right, there you go.
one.
There's another show in the books. We got bracket show in 2 weeks, so get your brackets in this week and next week.
But in the meantime, we got nominated for the YouTuber of the month.
For July. So
So
go vote.
if you guys want to get out there, check out that video. There's the link is down below, and give us a vote if you would like. We would like it. We would love it. We would love you. We already love you. So,
all right, that's it, guys. We'll see you later.
see ya,
Vote early,
Everybody.
and vote often. See ya.
Oh, I'll do another unboxing next week. Sorry, I didn't do anything else.
Oh, okay.